Hi there, this is April, and as part of our fermented foods series, I'm going to show you how to make your own SCOBY and then produce your own kombucha. And you won't have to buy almost $4 bottles of kombucha anymore. So what you need is a bottle of original GT's kombucha. You need a quart-sized jar, you need a coffee filter, and you need a rubber band. So now we're going to take our kombucha and we're going to pour it in our jar. I'm not even going to use the whole thing. Use half of it and drink the other half. Because as you can see, I'm not in any need of any SCOBYs. I have some really thick, healthy SCOBYs here, and they're doing their thing. So I'm not really in need of any more kombucha growing in my kitchen, but I'm doing this for you. So now I'm going to take my coffee filter and I'm going to secure it on there with the rubber band, and I'm going to put it in a nice moderate temperature place in my house. So I just put it on my shelf in my hallway, and I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to see the SCOBY growing. So there he is. He's all ready to join the rest of my SCOBY family and start growing. Now you don't want to use cheesecloth. The reason you're covering this is not only to keep dust out, but you want to keep the fruit flies and other bugs out. And they can get through the cheesecloth, so you need to use a coffee filter. Alright, so I wanted to check in real quick and show you the progress of our SCOBY. It's been about a week, and I think it's showing up quite clearly. You can see the white little thing on top there. That's our SCOBY, and it's alive and growing there. So I think it's so cute. I think it's important to have loving thoughts around our fermented foods. So anyways, there you have it. I'll show you the finished product soon. So it's been exactly 10 days, and look at our SCOBY. I think this is huge because a lot of people think that they have to find somebody to give them a SCOBY. But look, we made our own in 10 days from a bottle from the store. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that out. Okay, and you're going to wonder how to know when it's done. The best way I know how, I can kind of tell from how it looks when it starts to get clear like this. Because see, like how cloudy this one is. But you can also stick a plastic straw in there and taste it when it's still in here and see if it's the sweetness you want. You don't want it too sweet. So there we have it. There's our fresh kombucha that we made from a jar of plain Synergy kombucha. So now I'm going to show you how to feed all my little SCOBYs back there. They're hungry. So I have some organic green tea, and what I do is I take the string off of them because I don't need the string, and I throw them in there. So for this amount of kombucha, I have about 4 tea bags in there. You can do as strong as you want, and then I'm going to pour some hot water into there, and I'm going to let it steep and then come down to room temperature. I'm also going to dilute my sugar over here. And this is how my method of doing it. I found that this is the easiest. So I'm going to go ahead and get my organic cane sugar dissolved there. I'm going to cover them with a clean towel. Again, don't use any metal when you're making kombucha. You can see I have no metal touching anything. I have glass and wood. My tea bags don't even have the little metal staple that some tea bags have on them. Then once my tea is done steeping, I'm going to remove the tea bags. It's important to be really, really clean. You want to use extremely clean containers. Your hands need to be clean so that we don't introduce any bacteria into it. So there we have it. We will wait for it to come down to room temperature.
Okay, so now our water has come down to room temperature. I went ahead and squeezed my tea bags out without touching anything with my fork here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I took all the tops off too, by the way. I don't normally leave the tops off, so it's just off while we refill everybody. So I'm going to mix these two together. And then I'm going to feed my SCOBYs. Oops, and I always spill.
So as you can see, I'm not really perfect about measuring everything, but I don't think you have to be extremely perfect with this. So we're going to fill that one up to about right there. Okay, there they are, all with their tops on, the coffee filters like we talked about before. Obviously, I gamed a new little SCOBY, so it took some of my liquid. Usually they're a little bit fuller than this, but there you have it. Now, this amount that I have in there would probably be about a week and a half. Like I said, taste it with a plastic straw and see if it's to your liking. If it smells vinegary, you've gone too long. So you want to check the smell, see if it smells like the stuff that you've had before from the store. And that's it. There you go. Enjoy.